there, and this will be like your own learning experience to see it. Oh my god!
That killed
Oh my god!
me?
It killed us!
No way!
Why is she saying that after we're dead?
That
I can't hear you.
killed me? Oh, I have to collect all the notes again. Oh, fuck,
We
dude.
ragdolled. Oh my god.
Holy.
That's it. We're retiring from Banjo-Kazooie 64. We'll be back when Banjo-Kazooie 65 is out.
Honestly, there's going to be a PC port of Banjo-Kazooie before an actual Banjo-Kazooie game comes out, or gets announced, or even hinted at.
Was it Banjo that was fully decomped?
Yeah, the decomp's finished.
Like it just finished recently. I'm not
recently,
incorrect
yeah.
about that, right? Yeah, I saw somewhere. I read it like, oh, in surprising news, hey.
Yeah. To anyone in our audience who cares, I was very lightly involved in it. My contributions
He voiced Banjo.
were not super significant. I did voice Banjo.
Just, you know,
I don't know
like
why they
brag.
needed voice acting for the decomp.
I play the green ghost in Haunted Mansion.
But yeah, the decomp being done does not mean a PC port is coming. A PC port is still quite a ways away. Like, it's mostly innocent, but it was really funny going on Reddit when the decomp was done and seeing just the wildest speculations people were making. They're like, PC port when? Multiplayer mod when? I want people to merge Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. I'm like, hold the fucking phone. Like, we are so not there yet. Like, what are you talking about? But I think, you know, the incredible work on the Mario 64 decomp really inflated people's expectations for what a decomp is. Because it kind of seemed like overnight the decomp was done, and all of a sudden there's a Mario 64 PC port, when in reality that is not how it works.
Certainly how it feels. Like decomping feels like the separation from like IP infringement and like gatekeeping from the creators and like what the creative and modding communities could do with it. That's what decomp I think feels like to the casual knows about the game but not necessarily about the specifics of decomposition.
Right. Yeah, and I think like the speculation was innocent, really. Like, I don't think anybody was a bad person for wanting that, obviously.
I was.
I thought you were, but that's because
yeah, I was.
I've already told you about all this, so how dare you? Like, people just don't know any better, which is fine. But even though the decomp's done, that doesn't mean we suddenly know everything about the game, because we have the code, and if you compile that code, you get literally every, like, byte for byte the exact same file as the US 1.0. I'm pretty sure it's a 1.0 base ROM. But the code itself most of it is not named in a way that makes any sense. Like, most of it is just like weird random number names, like nothing that actually makes sense. Right now what people are doing is they're running Banjo-Kazooie in an emulator, but with a debugger that lets you like actually watch memory as it goes, meaning that you can I thought there was a way to get this without being a pumpkin. I cannot remember.
This sentence would kill a child from the 1500s.
Anyways, what was I saying? So what people are doing right now is they're running Banjo through an emulator with a debugger, so they can actually watch memory and like they can look at values that change when they do certain things. Like I have just turned on my gold feathers. What has changed in this at this memory address? And they see something changed, and so then they can look at the code and see like, okay, so this variable right here, this flag right here refers to Banjo being invincible because of the golden feathers or things like that. And that's a very long process, and we're still pretty far from having that done. And now that I have my computer back, I'm actually excited to start digging into like joining in on that part of it.
He had his computer taken away for those wondering because he tried to get the honeycomb without being a pumpkin.
Do you think I would have learned my lesson by now?
Mm-hmm. In fact, you hear that? Uh-oh. They're here.
The cops?
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
I just went to Pumpkin Island and nobody knew you.
But have you been to Penn Island?
I feel like those are one of those transgenerational jokes. You know what I mean? It's almost like a coming of age. You learn what that means and you're like, no way! And it forever transforms your worldview.
You know what joke did that for me? I don't know if this is inappropriate for YouTube or not.
If it is, we'll just all you hear is the censor sound the whole time.
It's fine. I'll say it, and if you haven't heard it, then I'm gonna get you so good. But if you have heard it, then you should just play along. So if you're a trapper, right? What kind of bait would you use to catch a lion?
Lion bait.
Yeah, lion bait, right? What kind of bait would you use to catch a tiger?
Tiger bait.
Tiger bait? You think so? That would make sense.
I think so.
Yeah. Now, what if you were trying to catch an eye master?
I masturbate. Wait, hey!
You fool!
You have got me!
Destroyed you with facts and logic.
I need to interlace the Eggman dying in Sonic Adventure sound effect for getting got with that one. No! No!
That was the joke that radicalized me. And the reason it radicalized me as a 6th grader is because I didn't know what masturbating was. So
radicalized you by teaching you about what it was?
So someone like played the joke on me, and then I said I masturbate, and I'm like, what's an eye master? And like when I said that, everyone was laughing at me like, oh, we got you. And then like, unfortunately, they had to explain to me why they got me. Like, why was that a prank?
Wow. So this is really what growing up in the 90s into 2000s sex education, that's really what it was. It was really community taught.
Yeah, it's like you get absolutely owned by your friends, but then to really be able to like own the owned, like to really be able to feel the satisfaction of it, you need to fully explain why they got owned.
It's like when you learned about the game. You know the game?
Yes, unfortunately.
Anybody in our viewers who know about the game, you just lost. And I don't know when the last time you lost was, but now it is fresh in your mind. Strike that counter back down to 0. Days since you last lost, 0.
You know the game Guilty Gear Strive?
Yeah.
I never lost the game more than when that game was like coming out, because the trailer, the song for the trailer, the theme song for the game for the most part is "Do you know the smell of the game?" And every
you think
time
about it every time?
Every time, because I thought of it the first time I heard it in the first trailer, and then every time I heard it again, I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Now there's a lot riding on this performance here. Hey, there's a little trophy back there.
I don't really need lives because I never die ever. It's never happened.
There's actually a community note under that statement. It's just a hyperlink to all the times we've died in this game.
Which would only be once, actually.
You know what? If I had a nickel for every time that it happened.
You'd have 10 cents.
That's inflation for you folks.
The economy. Society.
1 hour of bird's eye view banjo flying to the ground to sleep, study, relax to.
I wish I liked lo-fi hip-hop. I just wish, because like there's so much lo-fi hip-hop content, and it seems so cozy to turn on a lo-fi hip-hop playlist and like have a nice anime girl raining background while you work on stuff, but I just don't like the music. It's very unfortunate.
That's interesting. I actually I'm a fan. I like it.
Yeah, M is too.
I turned it on today. Name.
I did say her name. That's true. She was a streamer, so maybe it's fine. Pretty sure it would not take a lot of Googling to immediately find her stream next to mine.
We can just like voice over it. So Red, as soon as you say her name, it says, "What's like a funny name that it could say instead?"
Johnson.
Yeah. John Blizzard. Danny Blizzard or
Danny Blizz.
John Epic.
John Epic and Daniel Blizzard.
Chuck Cheese.
Old Chucky boy.
Imagine you go to pay your respect to a loved one and the gravestone beats the shit out of you.
I need you to tell me what this pot is saying.
Thank you?
That is what it's saying. That's true. You passed.
He
the
sounds like
test.
he's in heaven though. He sound like he's loving it.
I think I explained this in a previous episode, if I remember correctly.
So the biggest one that I know of that was like they had to change it or fuck around with it because it was an audio thing. It was the pots in Mad Monster Mansion where you feed them an egg and they grow a flower, and they say thank you, but like in a really low, like thank you, like that. And Nintendo insisted that it sounded like fuck you. It's like there's like fuck you,
But so that's Grant Kirkhope's voice, and one of the things that Nintendo was really, really up in arms about when they were certifying the game was this sound clip, and he had to re-record it a lot of times apparently because it sounded like the pots were saying "fuck you."
And this is what decomping is gonna solve. We can finally have the pots say "fuck you." I hear it. Now, once you know it, once you have that in the background, it definitely. I get it. Also, this is Dave Matthews Band and the boat, 100%.
Dave Matthews Band. No, thank you.
I wonder what the overlap is between people who watch these videos and Dave Matthews fans. Who have we isolated? Who just woke up from their coma and are like, this fucking sucks. Not my favorite band.
You think Zamoki likes Dave Matthews Band? Our artist? The channel artist?
For someone with such an established artist portfolio, perhaps she does not have the time to surround herself with the Dave Matthews Band, who may simply stifle her creative abilities.
Everybody leave a comment below if you think Zamoki is a closeted Dave Matthews Band fan.
You know what? I wish I could say that I was laughing at the prospect of the comments who are posting that, but also like the animation of
The animation of me
Kazooie.
falling infinitely.
I bet you that one tree is so lonely that there's so many of them down here.
This is
All his boys are here.
This is a bit that you're supposed to do as the pumpkin, but they don't actually
Oh,
stop
really?
you from doing it as Banjo.
Does the pumpkin like sink?
Yeah, the pumpkin walks on the water and can walk around the surface here. But then you can just swim and get it, so like there's no reason to.
I'm just vibing.
I need that Mumbo token, I think, if I remember correctly. Did you ever try and hold your breath as long as people held their breath in the games? Like, the whole time you were underwater as Banjo, just hold your breath.
Like you held your breath at the same time?
Yeah. I used to do that as a kid.
How far did you get? And did it have lasting implications on your development?
It probably
as a
contributes to my general fear of drowning or death by asphyxiation.
We analyzed the average Dave Matthews Band fan.
Dave Matthews Band fans known for loving being choked. So like the opposite of me. I do not love being choked.
This is a huge lore development. This is for the world. This is for the world to hear. This is my Eurovision.
Yeah, I do not like being choked. That's the. There's so much lore in this session. Throughout the next few episodes, people are gonna learn a lot about me.
And next episode, I'm giving you guys my credit card number.
So you better tune in for that one. I hope that's at an episode boundary. I have no idea what we'd be at right now, but
Mr. Beast hired me, and here's all the ways
that is
he was
really
a
unfortunate.
fraud.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
People don't like, one guy got like super popular off of this whole issue, but I mean, really, what's the long-standing implications of what has happened here? Nothing much.
There was, yeah, that guy did really kind of pop off, mostly because of his like expose videos, right? Like,
Yeah,
I'd never
like
heard
he made
of him before.
like 3 videos on it. It fueled a bunch of other creators' videos, like interviewing him.
Yeah.
And guess what? Mr. Beast is gonna upload another video, and it's gonna be #1 on trending. So the long-standing do-nothing strategy, or like he's apologized briefly, sent out internal memos, and that's it.
Did he actually do that? Did he actually like respond? I didn't know.
I think he's made one singular response,
Okay, I
but
didn't
like
realize that.
many layers of "This is Mr. Beast exposed" have come out.
Yeah. Milkshake ducked, as you will.
Yeah,
Although I
Yeah,
already
see.
did not like him, so it was not much of a milkshake duck for me.
a lot of people were saying that he's killed and will kill again.
Wouldn't be surprised. As long as it got him some views.
We killed 50,000 people for a chance at $1,000.
It's actually really funny how I managed to avoid ever running into a Mr. Beast video organically. I just like never watched him ever. He just kind of appeared for me one day.
And what are your algorithms?
Sorry, that was really quiet. I couldn't hear.
Sorry, I was actually walking to let my cat out of the room at the same time.
Here's my lore. There is a cat in my house.
Isn't there 2 cats in your house?
There's 2 cats in my house.
Oh my god. You're so lucky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you attribute to your organic removal from the algorithms of Mr. Beast?
I wish I knew. I don't know why, but I think what happened was he did appear in my feeds at one point, and I just never clicked on the videos. So it wouldn't entirely surprise me if YouTube just decided to like stop, or if when I was like sometime years ago I said don't recommend channel. I did that like
You made the read of a lifetime, though.
I know, right? I did that 6 months ago with Asmongold, and my life has never been better.
Oh, that's awesome. He was like, I don't know, I guess he's still well liked, but like everything I hear about him now is just like, he, on topics where you need to be taking a strong position, he is a neutral position or worse, and he is just the least hygienic person you've ever seen in a scary capacity.
Yeah, I used to like his videos when I was watching. I was only watching his videos about games that I also played, and when it was those,
But
it
like
was
he's
pretty harmless.
huge though, right?
He's huge, and he like his content is so easy to make. He can just pump it out like it's nobody's business, and people just like love him as a character. So like, he's making the big money.
He's got the gold in the bag.
Yeah.
True. Sometimes you come across like a creator, and I guess now we're in the state of like cultural development where like there are tons of big creators, but sometimes you just like I'm shocked like how many channels you run into where you're like, what, this person's got 1 million, like, or this person's actually like a huge creator and this is their livelihood, like that. There's so many like that on these platforms
It
now.
does make you think that like it's more likely to happen to you because so many are doing it. Like the likelihood of becoming like a successful content creator has likely gone down still over time. Like it's still not likely that you will ever become a known content creator who can sustain a living off of it. But because there's so many more content creators, there's so many more success stories, and there's like an actual like revenue stream now.
Guys and gals, if you want to change the odds of reality here, just give us $1 million. And we can prove this statement wrong. It can happen to you, and you can be that difference maker.
I would take $1 million, like in general.
Look how sweet some of these pictures are. Oh, this guy's really got you cornered, and you can't even body check him. Where's bro punching? Oh, let him live.
Holy shit, Banjo's punch sucks.
What kind of ASMR when you killed him? Is he gonna come back? Are you teabagging him? Then you left. He's like.
I am desperately trying to find one more Mumbo skull. Seeing if there's any that I forgot in this level. But I don't. Oh my god, I did forget one! Let's fucking go!
Not if he gets it first. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a much better.
I see him
ghost
peeking
than
at
I am.
you. Thanks. I can't believe we. There it is. When you needed it most.
Thank God. I'm not gonna have to come back here. It wouldn't have mattered if I had to come back here, but I'm 5 notes short because I need to be a pumpkin.
Another Victorian child dead at the mention of this sentence.
Give it to us. Give us a secret. Give us a secret transformation. Nah, I'm a pumpkin.
Equally as cute.
Very cute.
And yet, I am amused.
I am not sure whether the pumpkin or the alligator are the cutest transformation.
Right now, I'm on Team Pumpkin. He is happy as a camper.
He is pleasant. Look at him. He can't help but
He's
hop.
smiling without a mouth.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's got a little noggin too. He's got a little entryway made exclusively for a pumpkin.
Oh right, this is not. Oh my god. I have to go up and around. I forgot about this. Okay. I didn't. I
As a
shouldn't have
pumpkin?
bothered. Yeah, as a pumpkin.
But he's just a pumpkin. How is he gonna do that?
Watch and learn. I've
There's
just made
no
a
way.
terrifying realization. Just made a horrible realization. I was supposed to get rid of this door. God damn it.
This is time for when we need one of these speed running tricks. Go!
Mind freak!
We need Chris Angel. And now I'm gonna make the pumpkin appear on the other side of the door.
Nope. Well, we get another chance at the secret transformation now. One more chance than we thought.
What if we wanted the secret transformation to happen organically, so we keep messing up and having to go back? And it's like an hour long of footage, like 4, 5, 6 episodes of us still on this level fucking up.
Yeah, just like going back and forth, Pumpkin and Banjo.
You're like, oh, wait. I need to get this blue egg that you can only get as Banjo.
What I should do is I should just constantly try and transform until I get one and then splice it.
We're like noticeably tired. We're like, oh my god, first try, first try.
We both skipped dinner.
I haven't eaten in months. Come on, we gotta go back and turn into a pumpkin.
The pumpkin starts looking real tasty. Last night, for dinner, we made just the most absurd amount of butternut squash soup.
How
It's
much
amazing.
is too much?
The amount that we made probably was too much. Like, you know those like big, like really big pots? Not like not like slow cooker size, but like the biggest sort of stovetop pot.
Yeah, like a Thanksgiving dinner, you're cooking something in a big batch.
Yeah, we made like that much soup.
Oh my god! You know, on those containers they
I
say do
didn't
not
need
make
to
this
take down
amount.
the door. Oh my fucking god! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
It
you.
has become reality. I am the mind freak.
Oh, I'm pissed,
Mind
man.
freak.
Mind freak. Fuck, I forgot. I'm so mad. Jesus Christ. You can finish your story. I yelled in the middle.
Oh yeah, the container says do not make that large quantity of butternut squash soup in there. Actually, it says on the container if you're using a container this size.
I forgot to read the container. It was a classic mistake.
They say one of the symptoms if you do, you could turn into a pumpkin. Oh my god, is this really how you get it?
This is how you get something.
This is E. coli. Oh my god.
Ow. Oh my god, I have 1 health. It doesn't matter, I have all the notes. But...
I'm about to make 10 cents. I'm about to make 10 cents.
I can't
Post a
believe
comment
you went in there.
right now, guys. Will Rage lose his last honeycomb before we get the last?
No, I'm gonna be fine.
And I love Jack Johnson. I really do too. I think he helped create the Curious George soundtrack. Life changing.
Great soundtrack.